What are you watching? I'll tell you. It's Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie. It's a comedy podcast where we smoke good and read the good book. It's kind of like Drunk History, but with weed and the Bible. I'm the host, Scoochie Boochie. I was born from a volcano, and now I'm the best rapper in the United States. I got rap comedy concept albums on Spotify, YouTube, and what's that on the fence? Oh, it's my merch. That's weird. How'd that get there? But I got an improv background. I got a ton of funny friends here in Chicago. So every week I invited one of them over and had them try to tell me a Bible story while blazed. And the results are hilarious. We do improv scenes based on those stories. So whether you know anything about the Bible or you're fully steeped in it, either way it's hilarious because I got funny friends. And the Bible is a wild, wild book from a very, very different time. So I hope you enjoy Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie. Hit like, please comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and help us reach a goal of 4,200 followers on Instagram by 420. By April 20 of 2025, we're trying to hit 4,200 followers at Holy Smokes Pod on Instagram. Enjoy the show. And Rachel said, "Father, please don't be angry with me for not getting up. I'm having my period."
Iconic. Iconic.
We got Jacob. He's one of the main guys. He just married two sisters. He married both of them. He married the older one, Leah, who he was not as into. She had, quote, weak eyes.
What could that mean?
Our best theory for the last episode was needs glasses. And then the other one is like lovely in form or whatever. That's Rachel. So it's basically maybe like Velma and Daphne a little bit.
Oh, heard. Okay.
And so I guess Jacob is...
Both hot. Frankly.
Fred? Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. Was Fred... What was their dynamic? Was it a love triangle? Was Fred just going after Daphne?
Fred and Daphne were...
And were they a thing? Was Fred... successful in his quest?
I think in some versions of Scooby-Doo.
That's true. There's a whole
I used to watch
canon.
a lot of Scooby-Doo.
We could do the opposite podcast. You host me just going through a segment. Just tell me an episode of Scooby-Doo. That's actually a pretty good show, too.
Oh, I love that.
So, he's got these two wives, and he loves the younger one, Rachel. He's not a big fan of Leah. You know, weak eyes and all that. I mean, can you blame him? Her fucking bumping into shit. I don't know. And they're having kind of a kid off because back then it seems like the only way to be valuable is like have sons. Mm-hmm. That's just what's going on. Mm-hmm. And so Leah's in the last chapter just pumped out 5 boys.
Whoa. Okay.
One of them's named Reuben. Okay. Me and Nick Wilson did a whole bit about how he's always holding like a little like French dip or like a little sandwich. I just remembered that. That was weeks ago. Reuben, that's good. And so Rachel's having a tough time. The chapter starts with her going, "I'll die if you don't give me some children."
Oh.
And he's like, "I'm trying. What am I, God? I can't."
Right.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
You see me trying. Yeah, I'm crying some, but I'm mostly trying. Crying's part of trying.
Right.
So she's like, "Look, take my servant Bilhah, have your children by her, and that'll count towards my score." Because apparently if your servant has a son, that's kind of yours.
That's awesome. Awesome. Good.
Oh my God, one of my employees had a kid, so I have a grandchild now. It's mine.
Whoa. Okay, that's intense. Okay.
Or maybe just a child. Yeah, so that happens. And then, so Rachel let Jacob marry Bilhah. It's also, it should be a lot of names. I'm just going to throw a lot of names at you.
Okay, yeah, I'm really trying to lock in.
You don't have to get any of this, too, which is a great point. There will be no test.
Up to the challenge.
Okay, but. You know what was the phrase? And like, activated. I'm fucking activated right now.
Exactly.
I'm sitting up straight.
Yep.
All right. So this son that Bilhah, the servant, had, was named Dan because God answered my prayers.
Dan?
Dan means like he makes it happen. He vindicates me.
Okay.
So anyone you know named Dan.
Okay. Whoa.
Basically, the name means like make it so, like bet.
Oh, wow, that's a lot cooler definition to the name Dan that I would have
Yeah, you'd think it would just be like works over there. Works nearby.
Exactly.
So then servant Bilhah has a second son. And Rachel names her Naphtali because I struggled hard with my sister and I've won. It's really like a kid off. It's like, fuck you, I'm going to have more sons.
Mm-hmm.
And then Leah, the older sister who already has 5 sons of her own, is like, "Oh, is that what we're doing?" And then makes Jacob marry her servant, Zilpah.
Oh.
And fucking Jacob's like, "Oh, sorry. Whoops."
Yeah.
And so then Zilpah has a son named Gad.
It's so funny. Again, because I'm so unfamiliar with the Bible. I know these biblical names that are like in rotation today.
Yeah.
But now I'm learning about the more forgotten names of the Bible.
You don't run into a lot of Gads.
Gads
and Sales.
Yeah, exactly.
And Zilpah, she's like, I'm happy now because of this son. I'm going to name him Asher, which means like happy. So,
whoa, okay.
Shout out to Asher Roth.
Whoa, yeah.
Okay, now this section is bonkers. I have zero memory of this story,
Whoa,
and
okay.
I remember a lot of the Bible.
Okay.
The heading is Love Flowers.
Whoa.
During the time of the wheat harvest, Reuben... Now, Reuben is one of Leah's sons she already had. Older wheat guy's lady, one of her sons she's already had, Reuben. Sandwich boy. Found some love flowers. The other translation I read called them mandrakes. Are you familiar with mandrakes?
Only in the Harry Potter sense.
That's exactly what the example I was going to use. So it is that plant, the ones that they pull up and they scream.
Okay, great.
In real life, obviously, they don't... There's maybe a myth that they scream or whatever. But the thing here is that from what I read online, they like resemble human figures. They thought it was like a fertility thing. If you ate these. And obviously fertility is a huge deal to them. They're having a kid off.
Right.
Or son off. And so Reuben brings some love flowers to his mother, Leah. That's the older sister, weak eyes.
Got it.
Rachel, younger sister, Daphne in this case, asked Leah, can I have some of those? And Leah said, it's bad enough you stole my husband. Now you want my son's love flowers too?
She has a point.
Fair. Is she wrong?
Right.
Point to where she's wrong.
Yeah, right.
Point to the lie. And Rachel goes, all right, let me have the flowers and you can sleep with Jacob tonight.
Okay.
They're just making trades. They're just
yeah.
There's so much of like, oh, is that the rules?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Is that how it's done?
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't even know if they know if that's how it's done. Because,
right.
this is 30 chapters into the world existing. Whoa. So they're kind of just testing out shit of like, can we do this? Is this okay? And so then, this is funny to me. That evening, when Jacob came in from the fields, Leah told him, you're sleeping with me tonight. I hired you with my son's love flowers. She did the like,
thing I've ever
grab
heard.
him by the collar, like, just like, you're coming with me, big guy. And he just takes it in stride. He's like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
He's like, is that what you guys did today? All right.
Yeah. Well, I guess, and that sounds like kind of a magical life.
Part.
Yeah. A woman coming into your room and being like, you're mine tonight?
Yeah.
A little hot.
Love flower? My son's love flowers? Shut up. You guys were yanking mandrakes out of the dirt earlier? That's hot.
Yeah.
They're all dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, my son fucking yoinked some roots. Let's pork.
Yeah.
So then that happens. And then Leah has a fifth son.
Okay.
Named Issachar. Which is what I say when I see a vehicle.
Right. It's a car. Yeah.
It's a car. It's like, yeah, buddy, you're 29. Imagine still doing that, like, bus. to your friends that are your age. Yeah, man.
That's like the equivalent of like being like, I'm 29 and a half.
I'm this many.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gotten me points before identifying a bus. They used to praise me for that.
Right.
Still pretty impressive. I don't know.
Yeah. It is a bus.
Point to the line.
Right.
Show me the line.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
And then she has another son. They just keep going.
Okay.
This is Leah, named Zebulun.
Whoa, that's alien name.
That one's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Zebulun. Zebulun lives on Vegas, the planet, or whatever. What was it?
Yeah.
Vegas. Finally, God remembered Rachel.
Right.
The younger sister.
Yes.
He's like, oh, shit. And answered her prayer by giving her a son. And that son is Joseph, who's famous from
Joseph?
Technicolor Dreamcoat and all that.
Wow. It's so crazy. I only know these stories in, like, not a vacuum. That's not. I just know them as, like, very distinct, like.
Yeah.
One, and crazy to hear a backstory.
Yeah.
I'm like, Joseph didn't just start existing when like him and Mary were doing stuff, and then Jesus came out. Like he has a whole life before that, which starts in Genesis.
Joseph doesn't show up until like this many books. But we have in here is the direct lineage of Joseph all the way to Adam, to the first guy.
I see.
That's really what the Old Testament is. There's a lot of other shit going on, but at some point it's just keeping track of just a line of dudes from the first dude to Jesus.
Heard.
So, lore. Like Lord of the Rings and all that shit, this is their daddy.
Right. That makes sense.
So she has Joseph. Awesome. And then, but the reason he's named Joseph is because she's praying that the Lord will give her another one in addition to Joseph, because Joseph's name basically means like and another, or like and one, or like
whoa,
and yeah, the usual or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my god! And okay, this what the Bible has in common with like fantasy novels is like having these names that are so literal to like the character.
And Windwalker because he walked on the wind.
Yeah, got
it.
Yeah.
What would be like a funny like modern one? Like I don't know. It's something about like plugging in a USB or something. Like I just if I was named after like shit I've done a lot of, it'd be like lose AirPods or something. And they called him Lost AirPod for he would lose his AirPods all the fucking time. One time it was like one of the really bad like smog days last year, and so I was wearing like a heavy duty mask because they still made us give boat tours, dude. I was out there. It was like the apocalypse. I was talking to the man. I was like, so this is what's fucking left.
Holy shit!
And sorry, I was. And then so then I'm like I got my AirPods in or whatever, and I'm waiting for the brown line. And I take the mask off and it yoinks one AirPod and it bounces down onto the train tracks.
No!
And I just looked at it and the train was like a minute away. No, not that I would have gone for it either way. I was just like, bye. And I just saw the train like over it and I was just like, fuck.
That's a cinematic moment.
It's a tough day.
Yeah. Cinematic in a tragic way, but cinematic.
Yeah. Thank you for your sympathies.
Yeah.
I have such a hard life. I lost one AirPod.
Like
God, it's tough. For December, we got another exclusive Patreon video as we do every month. This month is one of my favorite live sets I've ever done as Scoochie Boochie at the historic Green Mill, a famous jazz venue here in Chicago. They got a variety show called Paper Machete, and it's one of my favorite shows ever. Had a really great time, and most importantly, I did a new unreleased song that you cannot hear anywhere else. Here's a little taste.
Baby, I'm rich. I'm a rich baby. Baby, I'm rich. I'm a rich baby. I don't want applesauce, I want lamb. I rock Oshkosh, but goddamn.
So if you want to see that, you join the patreon.com/holysmokespod. And because it's the holidays, for the whole month of December, if you put in the code WALDO, you get 50% off your first month on the Patreon. Any member of the Patreon gets a huge discount on Scoochie Boochie merch. Most importantly, these shirts, which are really good. Maybe get one for somebody for Christmas. And here's how I'm releasing songs. The day before big holidays, that's a Scoochie day. So Waldo came out the day before Halloween. I have a song that just came out the day before Thanksgiving called Goat Sound Effect Free.wave. And I'll have a song the day before Christmas, and so forth. Thank you so much for supporting my dream of doing comedy full time. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Kennedy is hilarious. So this whole time, the two daughters Jacob married are the daughters of this guy Laban. Laban.
Okay.
Laban, maybe. Probably not.
I can't know.
Laban. Labian. This whole time, Joseph's been working for them, for this Laban guy. And he's like, hey, can I go have my, because now I have like 11 kids and 4 wives. And he's like, come on, man. We've both been prospering. Just keep working for me. And he's like, dude, I've worked for you for so long. It's just, I got too big of a family. I gotta go. The guy's like, name your salary. Seriously, like, I'll just pay you whatever. And Jacob's like, okay, fine. I don't want salary. Let me split up. I won't go that far. And I won't even take your good shit. Give me all the sheep. What's he say? Let me go through the flocks and herds and take the sheep and goats that are either spotted or speckled and the black lambs. That's all you need to give me. In the future, you can easily find out if I've been honest. Just look and see if my animals are either spotted or speckled or if the lambs are black. If they aren't, they've been stolen from you.
They're a riddle. Why do people speak in riddles? What? If they are either what or what? What?
Okay, I had to read this like 5 times sober, and now I'm high, and I'm like, dude, I still don't really know. It's some sort of sheep transaction. It's hoof related for sure. This is my best guess. Jacob is saying, you don't even have to pay that much. I'll take not even the good ones. I think you want like unspeckled ones. So he's just like, let me just take kind of like the worst part of your flock. But then he's got a scheme. It's about to get even more confusing. So I'm just going to plow ahead.
Please.
He's like, okay, cool. So I got all your spotted and speckled goats and lambs, the weird looking ones. And so then he cuts branches from some poplar trees and from some almond trees and some evergreen trees. And he peels off part of the bark. Okay? And made the branches look spotted and speckled. Okay.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Okay. Well, let's see where he's going with this.
Let him cook.
Let's see.
I can't imagine that would do anything.
Yeah. I for sure wouldn't know what to do in this situation.
Then he put the... Yeah, I mean... he's got to just improvise it,
yeah,
I
of
think.
course. Respect.
So he put the branches where the sheep and goats would see them while they were drinking from the water trough. So it's like they're the newspaper they read when they eat the cereal kind of thing. You know what I mean? They're just... That's their morning... They're looking at that.
Got it.
And then the goats mated there in front of the branches. So it's just straight from cereal to fucking. That's crazy. No, never in that order.
Okay.
And just getting plowed. That's crazy. Just ruined your fucking Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Frosted my flakes, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers. And so then they mate there, and so then their young are spotted and speckled. So I read that and I was like, what the fuck? Googled it. And they were like, apparently back then they thought if, like, you know, spotted lambs saw spotted stuff when they mated, they would have more spotted ones.
Okay.
And this works. And his flock gets huge. He's like, oh, let me take the freckled ones. And then they all get freckles because of his sick-ass wood strategy.
Right, okay.
Why any of this works, God only knows.
Okay. Well, yeah, literally.
So that's how he gets rich as hell. And then it starts to get weird and beefy because he's too rich. And Laban's sons are complaining because Jacob's rich. He got all this shit from our dad. This sucks. And Jacob's like, I'm gonna head out, and gets his wives and is like, hey, your dad's not as cool to me as he was, and God just told me in a dream we gotta go right now. And they're like, yeah, fuck him. Dad's kind of been a dick to us too. He treats us like foreigners and even cheated us out of the bride price that should have been ours. I think he didn't pay for his own daughter's wedding or something. Both of them. Didn't pay for Fred from Scooby-Doo's double wedding.
Right, fucked up.
And you know who the fucking groomsmen were. Fucking Shaggy and Scoob.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, barigamy. And they're like, yeah, let's get out of here. And so they get on camels and leave, heading back to the land of their fathers. And before Rachel left, she steals the household idols while Laban was out shearing his sheep. Okay, petty.
Okay.
She's like, we're leaving. Okay. I'm stealing dead stuff, too, also.
All right.
He's been a dick. I want the idols.
Yeah. Valid.
Show me where she's wrong.
I love it, yeah.
And then so Jacob, it straight up says, Jacob tricked him by not saying he was leaving. Mm-hmm. So they crossed the Euphrates River. Euphrates nuts, I think. Technically.
Technically, yeah. Yes.
That's just what it says.
Yeah, that's just what it says here in the footnote. Yeah.
And headed for the hill country of Gilead. He took with him everything he owned. 3 days later, Laban is like, whoa, they're gone. So he gets around his boys and he chases them to the hill country of Gilead. And then God appears to Laban, guy who's chasing, in a dream. He's like, don't say a word to my boy Jacob. Don't make a threat or a promise. Don't fuck with my God. And so then they meet, and Laban's like, hey, you ran off with my daughters like a kidnapper, dude. Like, why? I want to say goodbye to my grandkids. Like, I would have given you a going away party. You didn't even let me kiss my own grandchildren and daughters goodbye. And he's like, that was really foolish. I like, this is the kids' version. So he goes, that was really foolish. Which is like, dude, if someone said it to me, I'd be like, damn.
Foolish really is, if someone's calling you it seriously. Whew, ouch.
I mean, I don't think I've ever caught one, but I think it would crumple me, dude. It's just so earnest and, like, the person believes it.
Yeah.
Foolish specifically. Like, you know, I've acted a fool.
Right.
And been told
that's
that.
Fun.
But foolish.
Like,
this is your main tendency. It's like, oh.
You're a fool. Ow.
But he's basically like, the reason he's calling foolish is because it's like, I could have fucked you up, dude. Mm-hmm. But God said, don't make any threats or promises. Mm. And he's like, look, I get why you want to leave. Totally get that. Why'd you steal my idols, dude? What the fuck is that about? Uh-huh. And Jacob's like, I left because I thought you would take your daughters from me by force. If you find that any one of us is taking your idols, I'll have them killed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, whoops.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Yeah. So, Laban's like, and because Jacob didn't know that she took him. And so then Laban searched the tents of Jacob and Leah, and the two servant women couldn't find the idols. Then he started for Rachel's tent. She'd already hidden the idols in the cushion she used as a saddle and was sitting on it.
Okay.
She tucked it in the bag in the car.
Yeah.
She put it in the car.
Got it. Yeah.
And Laban searched everywhere and did not find them. And Rachel said, "Father, please don't be angry with me for not getting up. I'm having my period."
Iconic. Iconic. Yeah.
Like, can we search the
No.
blanket?
I'm bleeding on it.
I'm exploding on her. It's fucking Niagara Falls.
Sure, but I'm bleeding on it. Are you sure you want to check it?
You won't. You won't.
Yeah.
Call my bluff on my heavy flow. What's up?
Whoa, cool.
You want to go on the record as calling that bluff? And then Jacob gets angry at Laban. He's like, "What'd I do, man? I didn't. You got me down like I did crimes. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. I worked for you for 20 years. I don't know why he says this. He's like, not one of your sheep or goats has had a miscarriage. I've worked my ass off for this company. I delivered so many goats flawlessly.
Whoa, okay.
And I've never even eaten one of your rams. And they look delicious.
Right, I was going to say, he had been wanting to, sounds like.
And you would not have blamed him. These rams were delicious.
Yeah, okay, heard.
You know, you got to try this place downtown. They have a really good ram.
Yeah.
They do it amazing. It's like a ram reduction. I sweated every day, and I couldn't sleep at night because of the cold.
Whoa.
You've been working hard. Mm-hmm. I had to work 14 of these 20 long years to earn your 2 daughters and another 6 years to buy your sheep and goats. Which basically sums up the whole Old Testament.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of numbers, and the numbers always are quantifying like sons, goats, and years.
Yeah, sounds right. Okay.
But God saw my hard work, and he knew the trouble I was in, so he helped me. Then last night he told me how wrong you were. That's how that section ends. That's kind of...
Whoa.
Ooh, some tea.
Right. Ooh. You told me you were a bitch.
Yeah, and then I don't know, like the Lord told me you suck. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Did he not text you last night? Because he texted me and said you officially suck. Sure. I don't really know why Rachel steals the idols.
Yeah.
And then she gets away with it with the period scam.
Stuff. Yeah, I'm really a fan of that.
What a move.
Yeah, to weaponize something that like has generally been like a point of ridicule and like part of your oppression, like it's like
just clutch something out with it.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's so disgusting? Okay.
I guess you can't search my blankets.
Yeah. If it's so scary, then you don't get to check, huh?
That's too bad. Yeah. I really wanted you to check on my blankets, but I doused them. Yeah. That's cool. That's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, that is funny that she does that. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why she did it, and also I'm like, I know exactly why she did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they were mad at their dad because he fucked them over.
Yeah. And she's leaving and she sees them.
Are they like, I don't know exactly what they are. Maybe someone else does. But like the idols, I'm guessing they're kind of like heirlooms. I mean, I guess they're religious in nature, but like taking like the family's little like Buddha statue or whatever.
Got it.
That's my guess, but it probably wasn't Buddha.
That's a real fuck you.
For sure it was not Buddha.
Yeah, for sure not Buddha. No. That'd be so funny if he made a cameo right there, though.
And Buddha came through. Just like at the party when like Jesus turned the water into wine, he was just like in the mix. Like, whoa, wait, what are the timelines? Marvel crossover event?
Yeah.
But in the Bible, Buddha's just like, he's just like a Chris Farley figure. He's just like this is in his younger, wilder days.
Yeah,
just like
he's
fun.
gags. Yeah. Well, he had that time in his life, didn't he? Buddha didn't he have a
I don't know his story.
I think I read a book called Siddhartha in philosophy, and I believe if I remember it correctly.
He did have party phase?
This is, yeah. Sort of like our guy.
Prodigal son.
Yes. He went on Rumspringa, and then, because he's just trying to figure out what to do with all this, with living and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope this is right.
That sounds right. And also, we have a blanket paraphrasing on everything in this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Accuracy is our lowest priority.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so he had a partying phase, and that was part of him reaching, like, what...
Gotcha.
What enlightenment is.
He's like, that ain't it.
Yeah. He's like, well, I gotta try this. If we're just trying to find out what to do, is it this? No, that's not.
You're just in Vegas like, is that fucking Buddha?
Yeah.
He's having a blast at the slots.
Yeah.
Well, nice. Let's. How about we finish it off with one more little improv scene? You got any inspiration, Kraken? I could think of something.
There's a kid on Rumspringa. Did we do that?
I mean, we did Amish Casino, but we could do that. Could be different.
No. Let's do something else.
Stealing something. I think petty stealing of
petty
something.
Petty stealing. Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah. Hey, Alex.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but I went to go check the lounge fridge, and I thought I had brought in to Chobani Key West, Key Lime West yogurt.
Key West, like Florida Keys, or
yeah, yogurt.
That's Florida Key yogurt in.
Yeah. I brought in 2 yesterday. I had 1 yesterday, and so I came in today, but there's none left.
Weird. Do you remember? Was it in the same spot, or which spot you left them in?
I left it on the second shelf, kind of far in the back, to be honest. I actually...
In the back, or...
Yeah. Yeah. It was way in the back. I remember placing things in front of it.
You did a little wall of, like... With, like
yeah, I did. I
did see a weird row of, like, those old, like, coleslaw and stuff. Like, it was blocking something. Is that what was back in that Holy of Holies?
Yeah. Well, I just thought... I mean, nobody's coming back, because I really wanted it. I wanted it today, so I thought I'd put it back there.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's such a bummer. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My stomach kind of hurts. It's like, it's active.
Really?
My stomach feels really active for some reason.
In the negative way, in the positive way?
Positive. It feels like stuff. It feels like there's a lot of movement. It's kind of weird.
Hey.
What's up?
If you took my fucking yogurt.
Language.
Excuse you?
Language. I'm HR. Language. I have to say that.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Okay, double language, but go on.
That yogurt was all I had left.
What?
You don't deserve this information. You don't deserve this information.
If I am the one who stole the yogurt, you can kill me. I swear to fucking God.
Really?
Language. I did not eat your yogurt. I don't even like Key West yogurt.
What was that shit you were talking about your stomach? It feels active in a good way.
I was going to tell you I had this overnight oats. Meanwhile, fucking Roger over there has made multiple trips to the toilet. It's a small toilet.
Right. Yeah, a toilet. I've been in there.
It's just scaled down. It's a horrible idea. It's half the size.
Yeah.
You gotta be so precise. I'm just saying. I feel like you know. And he never brings a breakfast, but then he always ends up like ordering like a breakfast burrito or something. He doesn't plan ahead. I'm just saying. If you find a yogurt amongst my stuff, you can kill me. Any evidence of the yogurt?
I'll hold you to that.
Okay. But I'm not getting up from my chair.
Really?
I'm on my left blue balls.
What?
I can't get up. I have a medical thing going on.
Called blue balls?
Blue ball. I have blue balls right now. The doctor said if I get up, they might pop.
Are you familiar with like the colloquial use of blue balls?
No, is there one?
Yeah, there is.
I only know the medical.
Really?
Where if you get up, they might pop. What does it mean colloquially? I'm in HR, just so you remember.
Oh, HR. I'd like to report something.
Okay. Great. I've already got the tab open. What do you need?
Great. A coworker of mine just referred to his balls in front of me.
I feel like I have to ask, is this me?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, just adding a note here that not everyone knows that means something gross. And sometimes doctors tell you that they might pop if you get up. And a bunch of other stuff I'm not telling you. I'm just typing.
Get up.
What?
Get up.
I can't. They might pop.
Get.
Ow! Ow! Get on my arm!
Get the fuck out.
Ow! Why did you want it like one of those?
Yeah.
Like a bunch of palm strikes. Oh, right to the. Oh, God. Okay, fine. Why are your fingers back so far when you palm strike me repeatedly? Ow, okay. What? Fine.
You're sick.
I make a break for the window. Folks, thanks for watching Holy Smokes. Before we go, do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you should check out? This will not come out for quite some time.
Sure, heard. Then I'd love to plug the 2 shows at LSI.
Logan Square Improv.
Yes. Small prov on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. $5. And then the Sunday show, Sunday nights at 8 p.m.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite improv theater in the city. It's just got a great spirit in there.
Yeah.
Funny fuckers as well.
It's fun to be there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And should people follow you on stuff, or you got anything on the internet? That show you were on too? The voice acting one?
Oh yeah, I was on that for 2 seasons, but it got canceled.
Damn.
And I was let go before then. But
damn. But you were on a show. What was the show called again?
Tuning Out the News.
Hell yeah. Check that shit out as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Good shit. Thank you so much for doing it.
Cool. Thank you.